Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, kind of a nice day. Winds are blowing a little bit. Kind of hampered me a little bit from what I could do. So, I had to get out here anyway and satisfy some curiosity. So, I'm going to post right about here a video I shot earlier of me starting to cut open a WattCycle 12 volt or 12.8 volt 100 amp hour mini Bluetooth smart battery, and then I'll continue with another continuation right after that. So stand by, here it comes. Okay, everybody, so I'm starting the opening of the 12 volt 100 amp hour Smart Mini, and I'm using my cutter tool here. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So let's turn it on here. Okay, because I already did the other side, we're going to go in here with my little tool here and see if we can crack it open here. Well, I'm getting some gap on it. Definitely well built, so that it's not easy to get into. I can imagine that's how they claim for IP65 or 67, whichever one this one is. All right. Oh, that one popped open a little easier. Okay, I'm going to pause this and finish getting this open, and then we'll resume. Okay, so there was only a second or two for you guys, but I got it cut open here. Here's the top and some other parts. I took it all apart here to see how this thing was put together. So anyway, this is the BMS that you hear everybody talking about, Battery Management System. Okay, so that's basically a little computer that does all of the work of charging, discharging, and shutting down the battery, and safety for temperature and all of that stuff, okay? Now, these little wires down here, let me get that meter out of the way. These little wires down here are the monitoring wires for the individual cells. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 cells in a 12 volt battery. This is what we're looking at right here. Okay. So this would actually connect to the positive cable here, and this one connects to the negative post here. So you got the power going to the outside of the unit that way. All right, so as you can see, they also have temperature sensors in here. There's one here and one behind there. So that's to monitor the temperature of the battery to see if it gets too hot or whatever, and the BMS would shut that down. Now, this BMS doesn't just sit like that. Hey, what are you doing, little nut? Hey, you're a little nut. Knock it off. That's Spot for you. Anyway, yeah, this goes underneath to protect the bottom side of that, and then this metal piece went over the top, and this cushion right here went over the top of these, whatever they are, processors. Anyway, that's how it's put together, and then this whole thing would bolt down to this metal plate, and then this metal handle bolts over the top of it all like that to protect everything on the top. So it's well protected from drops and bumps and things like that. Of course, I don't recommend anybody tear their battery apart like this because, well, you end up with an open battery and an open case that you can't really put back together again. Although I can, I'll put it back together, and it will probably just be a little power battery for in my shops. Right now, in the container next here, I have a system in there that's running a sealed lead acid battery, and it's doing okay. It's doing its thing, but I may want to switch that over to LiPo 4, so if I do, that's what this thing's going to do. This is the Bluetooth module here, so that it gives you your Bluetooth connection to your smartphone or computer. And they notice that the bus bars are solid and they are laser welded in place. So really good, top-notch build. It really is a good build. These people do a great job of putting these batteries together. So just wanted to show you what that's all about. Now it's got these tabs here in the corners that stick up out of the corners here, and that's what I used. I put a lever behind those to kind of break it free a little bit from the box. And then the screws that were in the end bracket here, I just reached in here with a Phillips screwdriver right here and put it into that Phillips screw head and just press down on the edge here to lift the battery out of the system out of the battery box. So I can put this thing back together and put it in here and put some sealant on here. I wouldn't trust it outside for waterproof or anything like that. These things are waterproof and dustproof the way they're built. But with me having cut it open, it's no longer waterproof and dustproof. But I had to see what was inside, so I get to see what's inside this way. And that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. So anyway, I checked the voltage in each one of the cells. They're all the same, and they're all equalized. So that's it. That's what I wanted to do. So don't forget, give me a thumbs up down there. And share and subscribe. I can use all of that extra. I'm sitting down here because I'm tired. Whew. But yeah, don't forget to do all that extra stuff there. Now, I also want to put a shout out to Craig. Thank you very much, and you know what I'm talking about. All your help, that's appreciated. The information you gave me on the veterans pension, all very helpful stuff. Thank you. So, I got that done. And lastly, I haven't told you guys a joke in a while. So, I'm going to tell you a joke. Anyway, I was thinking to myself, I need to get back in shape because I'm sitting down here, I'm winded from doing a few things today. Well, I decided I'm going to get back in shape. So, this morning I got up early and I ran around a block 3 times. 3 times I ran around the block. And then I got tired, so I picked up the block and put it back in the toy box. Oh, All right, everybody. I want to thank you for joining me. This is G Bear signing off. Come here, buddy. It's still a little sore, but you're walking a lot better. That's a good thing.